everybody. Welcome back to our podcast, The Vineyard
Show.
Yeah, and we're so glad to be here again.
Yeah.
Okay.
So for now, we'll be talking about school fellowship. Like if you have been in tertiary institution all around the world, but we'll be talking about Nigeria. Like we're Nigerians now, so we'll be talking about Nigeria for now. You will understand what school fellowship means. School fellowship, what school means is a place where you go to learn. Fellowship is a gathering of
believers.
Does not necessarily believers. Fellowship can be gathering of anybody. Yeah. So, but school student fellowship. Let's just put it like that. Student fellowship on campus.
Of Christian bodies.
Christian bodies on campus.
Yeah.
But we're talking about fellowships now, led by students. Yeah, on campus. So, is there any? Let me ask this question: is there any negative impact of fellowship on campus? What do you think?
Fellowship, Christian fellowship. Fellowship to me is a gathering of believers who share a common goal, a common interest. Yes, that is to please Jesus, to worship Jesus together, right?
Yeah.
So I don't think there is a negative impact on Christian fellowship on campus, no, because we are coming together to worship Jesus. We come together, so there is no negative impact on Christian fellowship on campus.
Wow. So if there is no negative impact on Christian fellowship on campus, how then do people complain that I feel disgust because I was too serious in fellowship? Like I've had people saying that, like, hey, Adibi, I know I will have not be going to that fellowship. See now I've gone for fellowship now. I went for fellowship this semester. I feel disgust.
My dear, you saying that if you are very unserious because I thought that so now you want to push your unseriousness or your you not knowing how to balance your fellowship life and your academic life. You now want to push it on the fellowship. No, that's very wrong. If you feel this course because you were always attending fellowship, there are people that passed all their courses because they are always attending fellowship. So that statement said, I don't know, how does it sound in your ear? That's a big excuse.
I feel like there should be a balance to all these things.
Yeah.
There should be a balance. We should note that we are first a student of that school before becoming a fellowship member. They say soldier come, soldier go, barrack go remain. Like fail today, go, you will come back and meet that fellowship on campus. In fact, the funny thing, so me, I even went back to my fellowship of recent. I used to be very popular. No, was I really popular? I don't think so. But I was quite popular in fellowship during my time. But when I went back, now that I've graduated, nobody knows me. Not a single soul. Only few people. Oh, Bro Steven, we're glad to have you around. They will now announce our alumni are here. Nobody knows you. So, in as much as it's good to attend fellowship, it's good to fellowship with brothers, with brethren on campus, you should not carry fellowship on your head as if that's what they sent you to school to come and do. You understand? Whether you are a president or not, I'm serious. Because we've had cases of, okay, let's say somebody was serving as Bible study coordinator in fellowship X, and in fellowship Y, he was serving as Bible study coordinator. And at the same time, he has to be a student in class. And he has to still fend for himself. So, it's more like carrying 4 responsibilities on your head at the same time. And you are thinking you will pass your exam. It's not even one. You are doing 4 things at the same time. At least 3 will always have 4. I'm serious. You can, as a human being, I think you can only focus on maximum of 2 things at the same time.
Okay, so what if I can focus on everything at the same time?
If you can, you need the grace of God to do that one, sha. But know your strengths. If you feel like if you take this fellowship thing, carry it on your head, you're going to lose your academic performance, then go for your academic performance. You understand what I'm saying, ba? I don't know how to put that properly, but I'm tired of hearing people saying blaming fellowship for what fellowship is not doing. I'm serious. I'm tired of it.
Okay, and the thing with balancing spirituality with academics is with the help of the Holy Spirit, because as we said earlier, God's plan for us is for us to succeed in everything we do, and your academic is not an exception. Exactly. That's why we have the Holy Spirit there to help us,
to guide us,
in all things that we do. Is it in your courses? If it sometimes like this, I want to sleep and I'm like, God, please wake me up by this time. And to be honest, it's not a lie, it's not a fallacy. I wake up at that exact time. So we just need to place a balance around this thing. Is it that if you spend much time in that your unit meeting, in fellowship, you will find out that you will not be able to read? Then there is always a way around it. Why don't you read before the fellowship time?
Okay, I think we should make sure we prioritize our studies. Your studies should be of priority, in as much as you are a child of God, you want to do God things. I've seen people. I have a brother that was a fellowship president, was his departmental secretary, was the faculty secretary, was the national president of his association. It was a lot of things, but he never performed woefully in his academics. And it's not the only one. We have a lot of them like that. We have seen vet students who are fellowship schools and are doing well. I've seen medical students who are doing well. So what excuse do we have? We actually do not have any.
We do not have any excuse, because God is really, it's not only on the pulpit that you showcase your life. In the academia, we need people there. There are professors, lecturers, whatsoever, that are doing extremely well there. And I think everybody in the fellowship, I wouldn't say fellowship president, should make it a duty to ask their members. You too, as a fellowship brother, ask your sister, how is your academics? When last did you read? I know my parents will always ask, if you know you started reading, raise up your hand. So me at times, even though I've not read now, I'll be feeling guilty, God, and I never read. You don't say where I read. It will take your attention back that, oh yes, we are here for our studies first.
So another thing is, we should know that the expectation of God in our spiritual life is not lesser than his expectation in our academical life. So if God is expecting you to be very, very proper in your spirituality, you should be very, very proper. In fact, in your academics. In fact, how will I put it now? I don't know what to say, but God will help us. God is not proud of failures. He's not. Is not proud of failures. So your carryover is not a thing of joy to God. You might be learning a lesson through carryover, but that's not the way God actually wants you to learn the lesson. You are the one that chose to learn through carryover. You understand what I'm saying? So please study to show yourself approved.
Yes, study to show yourself approved. Don't go and be doing hashtag may I never lose my score and my grades when you did not read for your exam, and after the exam you are chanting and please.
And you know the funny thing. Some people in fellowship are using fellowship as cover up. What I'm trying to say is that some of them are failing woefully in exam, in class. So when they come to fellowship like this, there's this hype that they want to have that I'm the one here, I'm the one controlling this area. I'm not succeeding in class, but at least I'm feeling useful in fellowship. Pastor Lawrence once said something similar. Like he had a carryover. Then when it comes to chapel in UI, then he would just come and lay hands on people, and people will fall under anything and be like, yes.
If one go.
Yeah, just that sense of feeling important. That should not be your priority. Your priority is to succeed academically. In fact, succeeding academically means that you are making your Father in heaven proud.
Yes.
God is not proud of your failures. He's not proud of seeing his child get F. Imagine you now, you are getting F inside class. How will you evangelize to that bad boy that is getting A? Are you not ashamed? You should be ashamed.
Yes.
So in as much as you are praying, make sure you are studying.
Please take the two side by side, because Some people their hashtag I don't really need this school, but my dear, you need it.
You need it to.
How can you preach to that fellow as Stephen has said? So please study to show yourself approved. Read like you've never prayed and
Pray like you've never read. English. Thank you for having us again. I still remain your Olabinton Adebowale Stephen.
That name is too long.
Okay, Olabinton Adebowale Stephen. Yeah.
I remain marvelous.
Yeah.
Your fave.
She's your fave. That's nice.